intentional, I am the sun, I am original, I am the one. I have a purpose for my existence. I will not stop till I reach my mission. I have ambition, I am consistent. People don't cross me without my permission. My journey is in no competition. I am grateful for all I've been given. I am unique, I am complete. I am everything that I wish to see. I can create my own reality. I am the best me that I can be. I am manifestation. I am present and patient. I am confident. I am opulent. I am destined for greatness.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Sheena D, aka Indigo Ayora, and this is Str8 Outta Kemet. Founded in 2019, it was birthed underneath my publishing company, I in the Middle Publishing LLC, where the mission is raising frequencies one book at a time. Str8 Outta Kemet features greatness from our own melanated community of entrepreneurs, entertainers, authors, and social influencers. Its mission is lifting up our people one broadcast at a time. Str8 Outta Kemet has been rebirthed and will continue in the legacy of uplifting our people by utilizing its platform to promote their greatness. We are available on all listening platforms. I am so happy you all were able to join me today. Today we have a very special guest out of Atlanta, Georgia. He is a hip hop and R&B artist, and man, his music, I'm telling y'all, is off the chain. He's also my cousin, no other than Mr. Ace Antonio Jones. Unique and original hip hop and R&B combined with melodic vocals, inspirational and realistic lyrics with intricate harmonies. He is drawing an average of 200 people per show and attracting great reviews from the media, including airplay on local radio, Doug E. Fresh Radio. Ace Jones is a hip-hop artist out of Atlanta, Georgia, and North Carolina. He has been motivated to do music since the age of 17. He found his love for music at a talent show while he was in college 7 years ago. Hip-hop was always his first love, and it became an even bigger part of him throughout the years. He has created many different varieties of his music to help inspire and motivate his movement. 3 years later, he has learned to grow as an upcoming artist that has experienced many ups and downs trying to accomplish what he loves. Ace Jones produces a unique and powerful sound within his music. His music and style of sound is collective and versatile, which helps encompass his meaningful lyrics. Recently, Ace has broadened his talent with acting, where he has landed a role in a B-list film. Ace also has a passion for helping others in his community and around the world. He sponsors children in Africa through the Feed the Hungry program. He helps the youth basketball camps and also dedicates a lot of his time to children throughout his community. He uses his passion for community by creating positive, influential music that uplifts and empowers. And without further ado, it gives me very, very, very much pleasure to welcome Mr. Ace Antonio Jones. Thank you so much for being able to join the rebirth of Str8 Outta Kemet.
Most definitely. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it very much.
Absolutely. So for those of you who do not know, Str8 Outta Kemet was actually birthed in 2019. I took a little bit of a hiatus, but now it has returned because I was told that I need to pick my crown back up and place it back where it needs to be. And everything, indeed, everything that the universe, the ancestors, the supreme beings has placed in my direction in order for it to help me accomplish the things that I'm supposed to be doing while I'm on this planet. And if I paused it, I'm picking it back up. I'm just letting y'all know, I'm picking it back up. No more pausing. I ain't got nothing else to lose. You know what I mean? That's how I feel, because I don't have nothing else to lose. Oh, by the way, I didn't even tell y'all, this is my cousin in the building. So he is the first to bless Str8 Outta Kemet. So how you doing, cuz?
I'm blessed, thankful. Very, very much thankful that you decided to hit me up on your start back with your podcast and what you got going. It's a blessing to be a part of it. It's always a blessing to connect with you always, anytime just talking on life in general or just anything. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity. So thank you.
Absolutely. I'm thankful that you would be, you decided to join me again on this journey. And now you're going to see it be from a little baby and grow into a big old giant kid.
It's supposed to be about. That's what I love that.
Absolutely. So cuz I would love to do a nice little icebreaker, just to get people to know you a little bit more, outside of all the wonderful things that you do. So my question is, what is your biggest fear?
I think my biggest fear is not trying. I think that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not using what the universe, the Most High, and what gives us and blesses us with, not actually taking that and using it for good purposes and to expand yourself and to help others. I think that's my biggest thing.
I love it. Yes, not trying. That hits deep. That hits deep. Definitely. All right. And one more. What's your favorite quote?
Oh man. I think it would be, I don't know if it's so much a quote, but with me having a child, I remember in The Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith told his son, he said, don't never let someone tell you that you can't do something. I think that really hit me deep in the point of, going kind of into situations like that through Pursuit of Happiness, made it look at myself. I think that was a big one for me. Yeah.
Wow, I love that movie. It's crazy that you put that up because I actually love that movie. Like that movie touched on so many different levels. I love, Will Smith, he does a lot of great things. That's why that whole incident that happened, I was like, what? Like,
yes.
It hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings a little bit because it's like, you see this iconic man who does so many great things in Hollywood and for the community and things like that. And like, he does real movies that have you to think, you know what I mean? And then for him to do that, I was just like, why would you do that?
It kind of threw me off too. It kind of threw me.
Yes. I mean, I know that we are dealing with things, I can't say maybe he just had a lot on his mind, a lot on his mental. But
I agree. I think that we all have our breaking points, and I feel like from the Will Smith we know, we didn't get to see that side of him, and it goes to show, regardless of whatever platform, we still have to look at people as human, and we make mistakes too. So I learned a lot from it too, from being disappointed and being like, maybe he's growing, maybe he's just learning from it. Because, sometimes we need to actually experience when we're wrong in situations to be better. So that's a great.
Oh yeah, I know. I'd have had some experiences, but it all comes with growth and growing and
that's it.
Oh, MG. If I can go down memory lane, no.
I have my
yeah, I definitely have my shortcomings. That's why I do my best not to really judge people,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, they did it. It's a learning process. I mean, you all learn something from whatever the situation is at hand. Even the most painful, stinging ones, oh my gosh, they have so much information.
Oh yeah.
All right, cuz so with you being a hip hop artist, I can't even get the words out. Being a hip hop artist, a lyricist, and and you're also an R&B artist.
Mhm.
Like, so what would you say was the song that like sparked your passion?
I mean, really with hip hop, because I really started off with basis of hip hop, with traveling first thing and being a part of it. I moved to New York and stayed for a long amount of time, and actually it's like my second home now. I wanted to go to the Bronx, and that's where I stayed at, and I lived in New York for a while, and I wanted to experience the real hip hop culture, even before the R&B and anything. I think the R&B was a sense of learning how to be versatile, to bring something in too different. But I think it was, a Grandmaster Flash and, and what they were doing on their movement from the first song they did, and was showing poverty and showing things from what our culture were based around that weren't being seen. I think that really sparked it for me. The Furious Five and Grandmaster Flash, when they were just going through the neighborhood and giving it to you raw and telling you we need help, and seeing these things that were going on at the time. So that really impacted me as far as the hip hop. And then it was from LL Cool J to Big L to Nas and all those guys that were big fans of them. So that really sparked me.
Awesome. I love it. Yes, you took it back. The Bronx.
Boogie Bronx.
Exactly. Exactly. So as a musician, like where do you usually pull from to like get the audience to connect with you? Because I know like when I'm doing stage plays, or if I'm on a stage or doing comedy, especially doing comedy, sometimes it could be a little challenging to be able to pull the audience in unless you like touch on a particular thing that they can relate to. You know what I mean? So what do you usually pull from?
I'm gonna say first the Most High. I'm gonna keep it with the Most High, in that in a spiritual sense, spiritual downloads. Sometimes I feel like this music is such a blessing that sometimes we have no control over it. The songs are written ourselves, and that's from you growing to your higher self. When you get that heavy energy, you can't explain sometimes what music can be in an artist. It just comes from a place that you really can't explain. But I really just pull from, being a conscious rapper at points and times, and hitting on things that, like, I did High Vibration out at a time where we were going through the pandemic. And a lot of people were opening up to meditation and staying home and actually, growing into their spirituality. A lot of music's really based around basically just, I would say, just God. I try to be realistic about what I say and what I do, and still be relatable, where it's not too far off. So I just think that, the Most High just, drew me into position to just give enough and be where people understand it, so.
What's goody, fam? I trust that you all are enjoying the interview thus far. Right now, we're taking a quick break so you can hear Mr. Ace Jones in all his greatness. Y'all turn up y'all radio, all right? Because it's definitely something that you want to hear.
Drop, get defeated. I stay high like a phoenix. I'm feeling good and I'm so aligned. So we had to level up, wax it off like I'm Mr. Miyagi. Ambition still drives me. Going hard and respecting the body. Can't cancel something, so I'm telling my truth. And I'm protecting my energy. Gotta be watching for frenemies. You won't get a win off me. She in tune with her chakra. She know that I got it. I'm feeling her style. I'm feeling the type of queen locked in the hustle. And steady moving around. She moving around. We off a high vibration. Feels good to have her around. She keep me in balance. She see all the talent. That's how a queen get down. We popping on high energies. Whenever we we step in your town. Rock the stage, you on lower vibration. You need to sit this one out. Divinely protected, my frequency good. My ancestors got me, I'm keeping it hood. 6'5" is 11'11". No, we not new to this, boy, we some veterans. In my zen, now I'm meditating. The type of zen have you levitating. Lower frequency cause frustration, but I'm catching the chart from a higher vibration. Haters watching and I know they mad. I'm focused on my future and not my past. I caught y'all's drift when I felt the switch. Now it's only right I celebrate. A big dog, I'm a heavyweight. The image y'all painted was y'all mistake. It feels good to say namaste. I'm speaking from honesty. I see the truth and I see the lies. It no longer comes as a surprise. I'm done with the low, so I'm reaching my highs. This is the feeling of being alive. Yeah, aligning my chakras. I feel so alive, feel so divine. I'm aligning my chakras. I feel so alive, feel so divine. I'm aligning my chakras. I feel so alive, like the most high. On a high vibration, on a high vibration. Jones.
Wow, that was higher vibration, y'all. And y'all can't tell me that y'all ain't feel every single word, frequency, air, everything within that song. So y'all listen, this song is available on all platforms. I need y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Yes, okay, you can pause this right now and go to all the different platforms and download his song. It's called Higher Vibrations and it's by Ace Jones. Alright? For real, cop that. But right now, we about to get back into the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. That was High Vibrational by Antonio Ace Jones. I want to ask you, so where did Ace come in at? Where did that come from?
Really growing up, really starting off names. Few of family members and us used to rap. We were really small and have names, and we all had little specific names, and we would just like do little battles back in between each other, stuff like that. And that was always like my name. And then I was always liking the fact I love cards and stuff like that, and I felt like that represented me through a well, how can I say this? A more of a conscious piece, but also not as an arrogant or cocky person. That I always felt like I was that ace in the deck. Number one, I wanted to do everything for myself and for the Most High as number one. So that's where I got the ace and the ace of spades from.
Ah, the Ace of Spades. I got it. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay. You got like a real technique to your, I don't want to say your madness, but
Yes, madness. I heard somebody say, make a very talented artist said, make, gosh, how did he put it? Hold on one second. This is Lecrae. He said, make masterpiece, make sure that it's a disaster. Make sure that everything's a disaster, but it's a beautiful disaster. And that's how I look at it. That we have to be in a sense of, in our best work. I'm an artist that always works harder when my back's against the wall or when I'm going through situations. So your best work always comes out when you're going through the hardest times.
That's true. That's true.
Your art is a masterpiece, but also a hard masterpiece, so that you can get that yin and that yang, get the beauty and the darkness. Because I feel like I do the best of writing or when I'm going through a situation. So with my name, I've actually developed past my name. Like I would really have a name like Snoop Lion now, how I've evolved spiritually. I decided to just keep it in an adult fashion. I had a whole nother name when I first started out when I was younger. And I thought that Ace, in the representation of Ace, standing for Antonio too, also using that. And then Jones is using my last name, but changing it with a Z. So, I just wanted to show my growth with kind of changing my name up a little bit. My first name was really a little silly. So I'm just showing the growth and growing as an artist and a person, so.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Um, who's one celebrity you would say you want to work with?
Most of them, most of the guys I like are underground. Dizzy Wright, he's from Vegas. I mean, he's with Funk Volume. Shout out to Funk Volume. If you guys see this, my line's open. We can talk some business because I like you guys. You guys are awesome. Common, good.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just want to get a beat or just be around Kanye West, just even through the madness. I just think I can learn a lot from him.
Mm-hmm.
I like Big Sean. Um, guys, there's so many. But I would, if I had to list one, it probably would be like maybe Common, J. Cole.
Okay.
You know, yeah, the guys like that. I'm not, let me say Q-Tip. I like LL Cool J. I would like to come out with a new track with LL Cool J. I don't know, a lot of people probably, I would love to do a song with him. One of my favorite artists since Knock You Out and Ring the Bell and all that stuff. I'm just like an old school hip hop head. So yeah, there's so many, but yeah, Dizzy Wright, Common, one of the top two, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. I could see why you want to make beats or make music with Kanye West, because Kanye West he's a real unique.
He's very unique.
Very unique.
I think that we may have something in common. I think he has a really good ear, and a lot of producers do when they're making beats. But I feel like a lot of his stuff, I've literally sat there and listened to a beat, and my frequency, and I guess my ear frequency and stuff, I hear a song in those. So being around him and listening to what he has and how he does his beats, I feel like I could make an awesome song with him that tells a story, because I feel like his beats are always like that. They're fantastic. So I would love to be around him.
Yeah, absolutely. I love his fashion sense. It's just kind of like out of this world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's not scared to try new things. And I think that's when people sit up here and call him crazy. I think it's their own fear and insecurity shining through.
Reflection. It's a reflection. It's our reflection.
Yeah, they're not able to be able just to do whatever and not care about what people think.
It's so easy to put anything on someone else. But, one thing they can say is that, he is this and that. But, they're saying the same thing about, what's the guy, the Einstein guy? They called him crazy and everything. And he was like a genius scientist and stuff like that.
Einstein.
Everyone's creative in their own way. Just because we don't understand it, we like to put that opinion that someone's got to be crazy. But, nowadays being crazy is actually a good thing.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, Kanye West, he's like $1 billion crazy. So he's made probably like the top of the Forbes list right now. So I mean, I enjoy everything he does. I mean, even if he's different, I just I bob off of it. So I'm cool with it.
Right. As soon as you do something crazy, as soon as you go crazy, your music go through the roof. I mean, they go online and buy it. They just gotta hear it. They gotta figure out, like, what was he going through? Oh my God.
That's it. That's it.
All right. So what would you say is one thing you would tell your inner child?
Oh man. That's so many things, but never give up. I feel like I've been able and been blessed to be independent, travel the world with no money. I don't know how, but if I would have gave up, I would have never got the experience to meet some of the people I've met in 31 years of living, and it's been the best. And the fact is, I did it on my own. I won awards by myself. I was in a city where starting off being an artist, everyone was being an artist. And it wasn't just being a rapper or a hip hop artist. Sometimes it was just how I spoke to people. The act of kindness has got me. There's times where I really just didn't want to, I struggle with being an introvert, extrovert, where I like people, but I don't like to be around. A lot of people like to be around me because of my energy, but it's just like, I'm not good at sometimes. I need my space. But never given up and just continue to not let situations define me to make me a bad person to where I didn't want to be nice to people. I feel like those are the acts of being nice and just continue to follow my dreams have forever been a blessing. So, you know, that's what I would tell myself. And because at times I gave up very fast things. But from spirituality and that point, I've learned so much with growth. And you know, and I would tell my younger self too, not everybody is gonna tell you no. Because you get a no, somebody might say yes. And
Absolutely.
there you go. That's about it.
Okay. I think one thing I would tell my inner child is to I would apologize to my inner child, which I actually did, and not take on other people's burdens, like other people's trauma.
That's true.
It's not mine. And I'm just now learning it at 35 years old. Like, I'm like, oh, that's not my trauma. And I have to remind myself, when people are unloading their information or unloading their traumas, I have to make sure I don't pick it up. I don't want that package.
Oh, I agree. I've and the thing is, with what you said that you learned, that I've learned that late too in my time, and even doing the shadow work within myself with things that I wasn't really comfortable with. So, but that's the beautiful thing about it, about just life and our spirituality and our journeys, is the fact that we are able to get older to still understand, like we can still learn, because when we stop, what becomes of life? You know what I mean? I really think about that all the time. It's like, what would I want to do if I feel like you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't grow. So I started attacking everything within myself. I was so worried about, like you said, I was trying to help other people and be that cushion. And I said, it's very important that we focus on ourselves. And when I found myself alone is when I was starting to get to know myself. And I was thinking like, okay, is this crazy to get to know yourself? But it was the best thing for me. And I started reading and learning how shadow work is important, because, a lot of times I was around people or in situations where people put so much on you to be the blame. But then when you actually get away to actually be yourself and sit by yourself and nurture yourself and do the shadow work, you find out how much you love yourself, how many things that you want to do, and how many new things. Like I'm literally doing my first book, and I never thought about doing a book, and I'm taking an opportunity to do that. So it's not just about the music, it's about loving myself and actually giving myself a chance to open up another door for myself. So I'm excited.
That is awesome. Absolutely beautiful. Speaking of another book, I am just now starting to get back into item middle publishing. Right. I know you have submitted your information. I took a break from doing the publishing, honestly. But like I said, I'm picking my crown back up now. So I'm picking it back up. I just had to take I took a little hiatus. Sometimes I become too overwhelmed, or you know what I mean? Sometimes I just had to like take a second, sit back and make sure what I'm doing is that is the part of my purpose, which I know is a part of my purpose. Because when I was laying in bed the other day, or not the other day, probably like last week, but whatever, I heard something say, how are you going to start the legacy and then let it go? And once I heard that, I was like, all right. I got up, I started fixing up my website for Iron Middle Publishing and all of that. You know what I mean?
It's time you get right. I know that it's gonna, with that message, and those messages come always on time. And what that is telling you is you got a special gem, which is your baby. And this is your baby, and it can go places. And you're about to get carried to a new journey, through a new time. It's gonna be a blessing for you.
Absolutely. And I receive all of that, and thank you. I felt that. It's so crazy. You and one of my good friends, just like, he spoke like such great things. Or he's like, this is your year. He's like, after all the stuff that you just went through, this is your year.
Coming.
Absolutely. I was like, I felt that. I feel it. Ashe. Ashe. Um, sorry, look cute
Good.
face. So what information would you share? I think you kind of did that earlier a little bit, but what information would you share to like upcoming artists who, you know, they want to be able to travel the world like how you have been and be able to perform, but they don't really necessarily know where to start, or they don't even have the resources. What kind of inspiration would you be able to let them know?
I would let them know from if they're starting off and not knowing about shows. It's always important to research. Don't go researching someone that is a famous artist. Um, look up detailed places where you can get to classes. I would say invest in classes about business first. Learn about the aspects of business, because you can, it's like this. It's probably like 90% business and the other percent is rapping. So this game is a very oriented round based business game. So those are the first things I would tell you. Second of all, ask yourself, are you willing to put in the time to be an artist, because it takes a lot? And are you willing to invest? And do you have some type of side account where you can invest money into yourself? Because regardless if you want, you're gonna have to spend money to make money. So those will be the main things. And check all your platforms where you can able to address free platforms to submit your music. Always start that as a new artist. Always look into your hometown venues as a local artist to find your shows. And be humble. Don't have to drain a lot of music out. Take your time to promote, and and get your words out, and make sure that you have your own craft. You don't have to be anybody else. And have your own detailed craft that makes you special, and then you're ready to go out to the world and make it happen.
Absolutely. I love that. You gave real good inspiration. Like you really broke it down. You know what I mean? Some people would just give like a little cliche, like a
Trying to
little
help out,
cliche answer. But
Hey,
you
we building.
absolutely, and that's what it's about for real. Really being able to lift each other up. I mean, just with everything that's happening in this world, I mean, we have to lift each other up, and we have to stay lifted.
That's
Um, because if we don't stay lifted, we might drown.
We're gonna make it work.
Absolutely, absolutely. So how did you learn to write music? Like, is it a special skill you have to have? I know with writing stage plays,
I think I learned it. I learned it from, rest in peace to my father. It's like my father. I learned it from him. He used to do poems when we were little, and I used to hear the family talk about how much he does like poetry and just into music. I think that's the reason when he passed away, from learning some things from him. Even my cousin, our cousin Damien, being around him, um, you know, and just and I would say too, this universe, and just going off of my feelings about stuff. You know what I mean? I would think that's really how it is. You know what I mean? For me, I'm a very observant person. So, you could be somebody I don't even know. I'm going to watch everything you do to be better. My job is to be better than I was before. So I don't talk a lot. I may observe you because I want to learn. So I've learned from people that may have had a leg into the industry, or certain things. I'm very observant, and I learned too. At the time when I was younger, starting off music, I had no clue I was doing. I was still learning, but I was very observant, and it took me a long time to really feel like I was in my craft. I probably came into my craft within a few years. I took some time off for the business, but those are the people I can say that I kind of learned from, just sort of observing different people and everything.
Awesome. That's what's up. That is what's up. It's always good to have mentors around you.
Most definitely.
Definitely. So here is a hot, steamy question. If the government was to get overthrown, everything in this world was completely wiped out. There was no more computers. There's no more wave. There's no radio waves. There's just nothing. There's no way for you to make music or listen to music. What would you be doing, or what would you do?
And there were people still, like just a group of people.
Yeah, we
Like,
could still have people here. Yeah, people could still be around.
I would build. I would build. I feel like that if I knew something, it's all about building. In order to, if it wasn't even music oriented and I had people around me, the concept of us building something, step by step. I would be positive. I would speak joy into people's life. I wouldn't say prophesize, but I would be a leader. Let's just say that I'd be a leader. I feel like in any fashion, if it wasn't music and if everything was stripped away from me, I would be a leader in some fashion.
You'll be like, would you be like Will Smith in that movie? What was that movie? With the whole like New York City shut down and he was out with his dog.
Yeah, I would be that guy. I would help people and just be a leader in any fashion that the universe and the Most High would let me direct people. You know, in stories you hear great people like, you know, Moses and just helping people and been leading off of things like that. Those are fantastic things that were told and you know that we're learning about. I feel like I'd be in some type of thing to help people, even if it was a smaller job than that. It would be a good thing that and then help build. You know, even if I didn't have all the tools, but someone else did, we come together and make it where we built something. So I would say be a leader at some point. I'd just be a leader for others.
Absolutely. That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, I gotta get some air. But we're about to wrap this on up. Real quick, what's the last book that you read? And what did you learn from it?
I would say my book. I learned that that you can accomplish anything you want to. I don't want to just be known as an artist. You know, there's so many great things that I'm starting to learn within myself at 31 years old. So with growing, you know, and taking chances, I'm learning that it's going to be fantastic, that I am blessed, that I'm going to speak my affirmations. I am thankful, I am great. And you know, there's more things that are great on the way. So that's what I learned, that you can do anything you put your mind to. And I'm thankful for my book coming. You guys be on the lookout for it. Hopefully me and Cuz can get some wrap ups with something. She can give me some techniques on the book. So that's it, man. I'm just excited.
I was gonna say, it's wonderful how we, you know, you grow with age, you gain more wisdom, and then you just start to see how beautiful life truly is.
That's true.
So the last question I have for you is, what does Str8 Outta Kemet mean to you? And it doesn't have to be necessarily directed towards this show, just in general.
I like that question. Str8 Outta Kemet to me believes in reaching a point of a higher consciousness to elevate our people, to awaken people, to develop people, and actually letting people know that it's okay to give love and show love and express it, to build. Something that we have been lacking in our community and with our people is loving on each other, and actually awaken, giving us a platform where people can awaken and to see the bigger picture. So I feel like it's a real building stage for our people, and it's keeping us open-minded and having discussions. A powerful platform that really will touch a lot of people by vibration and by energy and spiritually, and awaken people to seeing something on a higher consciousness and a higher vibration.
Wow, that was deep. You're like really deep. That was like super deep. I love it. I love your answer.
Most definitely.
I ain't got the little queen right here. She about ready for me to get off. Well, listen, man, it's been absolutely a complete blessing. Thank you so much for being the first of the rebirth. Str8 Outta Kemet. This has been really fun. Thank you for making my rebirth a very fun experience. I appreciate it. Also for spreading all the wisdom and the knowledge that you always do. I appreciate that as well.
Most definitely. No problem. Thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure, cuz, to be rocking with you. Like I said, this is the beginning, and it's going to take off from here. Like I said, you pick that crown back up, and it's time to just move on, you know what I mean? And just, you know what I mean, boss up like you're going to do. So, you know, God bless you.
Absolutely. Boss up. I like that. I might get a shirt that say that. Boss up. Boss up by Ace.
Boss up. Boss
and
up.
And I put by Ace at the bottom. All right. That's what's up. All right, cuz. Well, hey. Oh, one more thing before we go. You got to remind me, you know, my mind, I still got baby brain. Please let everybody know where they can find your music, all your social platforms, all that good stuff. And what you got coming up, all of that.
Oh, you guys can find me at Owner Music Legacy on Instagram. Also, my email, you can shoot me an email if it's business, booking, or anything like that at elin42138@gmail.com. Also, I'm on all streaming platforms, Spotify, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, to anything that you want to look up. And even if you just want to look my name up on Google to see some of the work I've done with blogs, just look up Ace Jones, type me in the Google space bar. I have just got off of a wrap up with BMF for casting for a BMF show, for a series show. So hopefully I can holler at them on the email. I'm actually working on a meeting right now with Atlantic Records, one-on-one, to review my music. A lot of more promotional stuff, more interviews to come. Then we're going to start attacking with more music and things down the road. So it's just more of just getting the face out there and interview and getting the content right now. But
man, that's what's up. That is what's up. That is so inspirational. And cuz I'm gonna just give you back a little bit of the light that you gave me. Don't stop. Keep going, regardless of what. Keep pushing.
Thank you, Queen.
Pushing. Absolutely. All right, y'all. That was Ace. I just want to call you Ace Jones now. That was Ace Jones up in the building. I definitely appreciate it, and we're gonna be looking for you. We already know you're gonna be out here.
Y'all stay blessed, man. Stay blessed, and many abundance to everyone. Check in. Hey, you got to catch this podcast. This show is going up from here. And hey, Str8 Outta Kemet. You already know what's up. Let's go.
Hey. All right, cuz, it's been real. Thank you so much.
Peace out.
All right, peace.
I've been down to get it. I'm all about my business. I've been down to get it. I've been down to get it. Grinding, now I'm on the road. Fans vibing out, taking pictures, killing shows. Let them haters know, yeah, let them haters know. Still moving independent, I got my foot up in the door. We been on the road, moving state to state, we been on the road. Standing on this business game is all about who you know. Yeah, we face some struggles, we not looking back no more. I pocket that advanced and I came back for some more. They hate to see you win, but I won't end off a conversation from the looks in your eye. Can tell that you boys hating. Tell I'm on 10 to the end, we gon' win. New bins, forget them, switch gears, we don't follow no trends. Back up on my BS, I'm like Jordan with that 45. Pretty little chick, she called my show, now she wanna ride. Boy, y'all got a small meal, we over here supersized. Break it down with the team for all the pain we felt. I've been down to get it, grinding, now I'm on the road. Fans vibing out, they taking pictures, killing shows. Let them haters know, yeah, let them haters know. Still moving independent, we got a foot up in the door. We been on the road, we been on the road. We been on the road, we been on the road. We Struggled on my own, feel like they tried to put me on the shelf. Shout out to the ones who did me wrong. You played yourself, hit another city, getting litty. So let's have some fun, cause tomorrow another city. We going on another 2-show run. All we know is get it done. We don't got no time to play. Yes, it's a price for features, no question, you gotta pay. Remember my first show, I kept it real with all my goals. Friends turn into some foes, don't ask me when I'ma blow. Work ethic is gon' show, stay focused, I want some more. They see us on the road, gotta do the most. They callin' from back home, sorry I gotta go. Yeah, I'ma bring it home, yeah, I'ma bring it home. I've been down to get it, grinding, now I'm on the road. Fans vibing out, they taking pictures, killing shows. Let them haters know, yeah, let them haters know. Still moving independent, we got our foot up in the door. We've been on the road, we've been on the road. We've been on the road, we've been on the road. We've been on the road, we've been on the road. Still moving independent, got my foot up in the door. We've been on the road, and I've been down to get it. I'm all about my business.
That was On the Road by Ace Jones, available on all music platforms. Go cop it. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Str8 Outta Kemet podcast. I do trust that you all have enjoyed this episode. Before we go, I have to give a shout out to my girl, Sunshine Monie, aka Uniqea Monie. Her song is the song that you hear on the intro to Str8 Outta Kemet, and it is thebomb.com. Y'all go follow her. Y'all can follow her on Facebook at Sunshine Monie L on Facebook, Less Nobodies on YouTube, and Uniqea Monie on all streaming platforms.
I am confident, I am opulent, I am destined for greatness.